Do you know what? This movie is my movie of the year so far. It is incredible. Incredible. Well done. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Thomas. I really appreciate that.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to hear from you.
Like, I cried at the end of it, and I don't cry. I had this emotion where I was like nearly standing up, going, "What the hell
Yay.
is going on?" Did you feel like that when you got to watch it for the first time?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was tearing up. I mean, especially at the premiere the other night in New York. It was the first time I watched it on IMAX, and it was 4,200 people in the building. And just the kind of hearing them go from cheering to gasping to tearing up to complete silence to laughter. By the end of it, oh man, yeah, you're overwhelmed with so many different emotions. So I totally get what you mean.
My first viewing with a full audience of the finished film was at the premiere in New York last week. So I got to do it with 4,200 people, which was an incredible experience. To see it in IMAX finished was great. It's just, I was just watching the audience the whole time. I've seen the movie, enough. It was fun to watch the crowd and see how they reacted to the different scenes.
Watching it on the big screen is just something different. I find. I think people need to see this on the big screen rather than waiting. Do you think as well? Because the noise, the sound, the visuals, it's just so good.
Well, we put you in the driver's seat. You have Brad actually driving those cars. It took him 4 months, along with Damson, to be able to train to drive one of these monsters. They started in a road car, then they went to an F4 car, then an F3, and finally into our car. They're going 180 miles an hour and breaking down at 50. They're hitting 5Gs in the corners, but it's all on the screen. You want to see it on the biggest screen possible with the greatest sound, because you're in the driver's seat. You're actually driving those cars along with Brad and Damson. So it's a real theatrical experience because it's romantic, it's funny, and it's got a great soundtrack.
So, like, I'm from Ireland. We were chatting to you in Ireland. We need to talk about Kerry.
Yes.
I just chatted to her there. She's just lovely, isn't she?
She is, and she's a phenomenal actress, and the performance she gives in this film, bringing this character, Kate McKenna, to life is everything I could have hoped for and more. She really goes toe to toe with Brad in the greatest way. I think, really knows her stuff as technical director of this team. Yeah, she was wonderful.
I think the Irish accent makes it. Because I don't know what it was, but
I do too. She asked me what accent I wanted her to have in this film, and I just said, I want your natural accent. This is a global sport with people from all over the world, and I wanted the team to have that. So she got to do her own accent, I think, which she was really excited about. And yeah, I love it.
Well, it's an international sport. Brad's the only American in the movie, so we wanted to be true to the sport itself. You don't find very many Americans, or we wanted to make sure every actor was true to their native language.
Kerry, as a native Navan person, people talk about my accent quite a bit, and I was so happy hearing a beautiful Irish accent in this movie. Have the lads picked up on anything of your accent that, in years to come, Brad or Damson there or Javier will be like, Jesus, remember she was saying this?
Well, I was encouraged.
Beckin.
I was encouraged to say lads a lot. Like, they wanted me to say lads
Oh, really?
at the poker scene.
Interesting.
Remember, lads, have I not delivered to
Oh,
your car?
amazing.
Yeah, and that wasn't in the script. It was something else, but they had asked me to put in lads. And then I suppose you all say cute.
Yeah, cute.
I say cute a lot. I don't know if that's an Irish thing or just a me thing, but
Yeah, there's so many amazing little slangs I've been picking up from Kez that I'm going to squeeze it into my next part somehow. It's a nod to her.
Lads, Brad Pitt, is he a workhorse or is he a bit of crack?
I don't know what that means. You know what that means.
both actually. Yeah, definitely workhorse, because he was acting and then he was also, like Damson, doing a lot of the stunt work. So it's almost like they had two parts to play. But then also Brad was one of our producers. So he was sort of looking at the script and the movie from a producer standpoint. So therefore paying attention to all the storylines, not just his own storyline, and how to make the whole movie as a whole better. But at the same time, very easygoing and relaxed and a lot of fun. So he didn't
Hmm.
seem very like he was cracking the whip every time he rolled up.
Yeah, yeah. He's really, really great. Like he's kind of like really just an amazing contribution to every aspect of the film. He's almost like a prefect in school that's like really cool with all the students, but also like
Yeah.
the teacher loves him. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how he was on set. Like him and Joe and Jerry will be in the corner, all serious and buttoned up and talking about the steps, but then he could also come and chill with us and be giggling and laughing.
I mean, he comes off like a pretty laid back, relaxed guy, but the truth is, underneath that, there's a very driven, very smart, very experienced filmmaker. And he was a wonderful, he's my producing partner on the film and knows everything about the filmmaking process from script through shooting, through post editing. He was there every step of the way and a really great experience for me.
What were those early conversations like with Brad about the car? You know,
Well, the first thing Brad said, if I'm going to make this movie, I have to drive. I don't want to do blue screen. That doesn't interest me. And the same thing with Joe. When we pitched it to Apple, that was the prerequisite. If you want to get involved in this movie, it's got to be for real. We got to go to the actual races. We got to sit down with Formula One and get access to their tracks, their drivers, their team principals. We went through a whole process of talking to every team, meeting with every driver, showing them how we're going to shoot the movie. We did a reel on how we did Top Gun and showed them how we're going to put our car in their races. So it took us a year to get everybody comfortable that we're going to be around the tracks for the next 2 years.
is it absolute mayhem on the day of filming when there's a live audience watching a live show while you guys are filming as well?
Yes, it is, but you have to embrace the chaos, and I certainly did for this film. You make the best plan you can, but when things change, we just keep rolling, and that's the beauty of live action filmmaking. That's not something you're going to get on a soundstage or a blue screen. This is shooting, in the real world during real events. Sometimes we only had a few minutes to shoot a scene, but you feel that energy on the screen, and you can't fake that.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Look at there are 10 teams, two drivers each team. But it's the only sport where your teammate is your competitor because each driver wants to be the number one driver and wants to win. So they're competing against each other and the other 18 drivers that are on the track. That is fraught with drama. And that's why we got excited about making this movie.
A friend of mine traveled over to the UK to watch one of the Formula One races and took a photograph of Sonny, and she didn't know what it was. And now she does. She's like, my God, cannot believe Brad Pitt was in my company and I was in the stand. So
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people who see this movie are probably in it themselves in the background. So if you're at, at one of the races we were shooting at in 2023 or 2024, make sure you see it on the biggest screen possible because you might catch a quick shot of yourself.
which one can you say was your favorite of all the Formula One tracks you went to?
I think Silverstone because I think that's the home. I think it's the first race they ever had was there. Most of the factories are around Silverstone. Plus, it's 140,000 people, another 100 million people watching it on television. It's an exciting place to be because you see all the people who are camping out for the weekend. It's pretty extraordinary.
I heard Javier saying the other day that he was over in Dublin with Brad Pitt and Bono to see Bruce Springsteen. Why weren't you guys there as well? What was that about?
I mean, I'm going to speak for myself. I'm obviously just not cool enough.
When the hell were they doing that? And also,
She didn't even know about it.
Caviar is at every
least I knew about it.
concert.
Yeah.
Caviar goes to so many concerts.
Hav is a real rock guy, man.
Every day of the week he's going
In
to
Crow Park.
something.
Like in Crow Park. Like when was that with Tipperary? Are they in Crow Park that much these days?
I think that was actually
So
at the
was-
beginning of when we were shooting, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like the year before.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was that
Damson,
was
the next time Robbie Williams is playing here very soon. Kerry, bring him over. Gets to see the proper part of Ireland.
He'll probably go himself, Javier. He's like constantly at them.
Lads, it's my movie of the year. Thanks so much for today.
Oh, brilliant.
So
I'll
Thanks
talk to you
so
soon.
much.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.
Have a good day. Cheers. Thank you. Bye-bye.